So today we have to start the preparation of financial statements. So this asset accounting material will contain the material for financial statements also. So the financial statements together is called financial statement version, and this financial statement version contains 5 pages. All these 5 pages is only one step. You have to do this step as it is. There isn't any logic behind that. If you want to prepare the P&L account and balance sheet, you have to do this step as it is. See, define financial statement version. SPRO, financial accounting, general ledger accounting, business transactions, closing, document, define financial statement version. Click on new entries. Financial statement version is equal to 3366. Give some name. Let us use our company code name only. Name is equal to balance sheet profit and loss account. Maintenance language EM English. Then select item keys automatic. Item keys automatic means for the items in the P&L account and balance sheet, the system automatically gives the numbers by itself. Chart of accounts 3366. So from which chart of accounts you want the system to draw the financial statements? From this chart of accounts. Click on save. Click on financial statements items button. Keep the cursor on 3366 financial statement version. Here keep the cursor on 3366. Within brackets your company code is there, right? It's not company code. You make it as financial statement version. Keep the cursor on 3366. Within brackets financial statement version. Look at the screen please. Here liabilities and equity means liabilities. So this is the liability side of your balance sheet and assets side of the balance sheet. So we have the headings for liabilities and assets side of the balance sheet, but we don't have the headings required for P&L account, right? That's why you have to provide these two headings. For that, keep the cursor on 3366 financial statement version. Click on create items. Click on create items. Now you have to provide the headings. Incomes, expenditures, and surplus or loss carried to balance sheet. Click on, so surplus or loss carried to balance sheet means profit loss appropriation account or retained earnings account. Click on enter. Now double click on no text exists against liabilities plus equity. Here item is equal to liabilities. Click on enter. Double click on no text exists against assets. Item is equal to assets. Click on enter. So here we have provided all the headings required for P&L account and balance sheet. Click on save. Now if you look at the order of the items, incomes and expenditure is there. After surplus or loss carried to balance sheet is there. After that liabilities and assets are there. So in this order only the system will display the financial statements. Means the system will display first the P&L account. After that surplus or loss carried to balance sheet account. Then after that balance sheet is displayed. So at the time of preparing a financial statements, first we prepare P&L account and balance sheet. But at the time of display, first we have to display the balance sheet. After that we have to display the P&L account. So according to that requirement, you have to reshuffle the items. Means the income heading is to be taken after assets, right? That's our requirement. See how it is done. And in your material, you strike off these three lines. Keep the cursor on assets, click F9 to select, keep the cursor on liabilities, click on reassign button, select the same level, click on enter. You strike off these lines. Then keep the cursor on incomes, press F9 to select. You can use the system, you can use the F9 key in your keyboard, or you can click on this button. Then that incomes line is turned into yellow. So where this income is to be taken? After assets, right? So keep the cursor on assets, click on reassign button, select the same level, click on enter. See, incomes is taken after assets. Now expenditure is to be taken after incomes, right? Keep the cursor on expenditure, press F9 to select, keep the cursor on incomes, click on reassign button, select the same level, click on enter and save. Now see the next step. Keep the cursor on liabilities, click on create items. Now here on the liability side, what are the headings you want to provide, and asset side, what are the headings you want to provide, and on the income side and expenditure side of the P&L account, what are the headings you want to provide. So on each side of the balance sheet and the profit and loss account, whatever the headings you want to provide, these headings are to be done here. So keep the cursor on liabilities, click on create items. On the liability side, how you have to classify your GL accounts. For example, share capital, then reserves and surpluses, then surplus or loss carried to balance sheet, means profit loss appropriation account, then accumulated depreciation. See the material please. Accumulated depreciation, secured loans, unsecured loans, current liabilities and provisions. If you notice that these are nothing but your account groups on the liability side. See, except the surplus or loss carried to balance sheet, all others are our account groups. So if necessary, you can keep your basic settings material with you. No, Ronnie, you have received the asset accounting material, no? Did you receive asset accounting material? So in the same asset accounting material file, the financial statement version is there. It is there. In the same file, you have this financial statement version. Please check. So in addition to account groups, we can have any number of other headings. Then keep the cursor on assets. Click on create items. Assets, fixed assets, then current assets, then miscellaneous expenses not yet adjusted. Means if you get the profit, that is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet, but if you get the loss, that is shown on the assets of the balance sheet under the heading miscellaneous expenses not yet adjusted. So here you can assume that in addition to your account groups, you can add any number of other headings in the financial statement version. Click on enter. Then keep the cursor on incomes and see the material please. Similarly, create items under income and expenditure. Keep the cursor on incomes. Click on create items. sales, then other incomes, then increase or decrease of stocks, click on enter. Then we have to include the items on the expenditure side. Keep the cursor on expenditure, click on create items, raw material consumption, then personnel cost, then manufacturing cost, then administration cost, then interest, then depreciation. Click on enter. So like that you provide all the headings. Then after that, double click on no text exists against net result is equal to profit. You go to the top of the page. Here you have no text exists against net result is equal to profit, right? Double click on this. Item is equal to net profit transfer from profit and loss account. Click on enter. Now, if you get the net profit, where it has to be displayed on the liability side under the heading surplus or loss carried to balance sheet, right? Sorry, just a minute. On the liability side, I have done a mistake. Here, profit and loss appropriation account. Yeah. So if you get the profit, it has to be displayed on the liability side under the heading profit loss appropriation account, right? So this heading has to be linked with the profit loss appropriation account, right? So keep the cursor on net profit transfer from profit and loss account. Press F9 to select. So where this heading is to be linked, profit loss appropriation account, right? So keep the cursor on profit and loss appropriation account. Click on reassign button. Here the balance in the P&L account is to be displayed under profit loss appropriation account, right? So we have to select subordinate. Click on enter. See. So the net profit transfer from profit loss account is linked to profit loss appropriation account. Then double click on no text exists against net result is equal to loss. Item is equal to net loss transfer from profit and loss account. Click on enter. Then if you get the net loss, that has to be displayed under the heading miscellaneous expenses not yet adjusted on the asset side, right? So keep the cursor on net loss transfer from profit and loss account. Press F9 to select. Keep the cursor on miscellaneous expenses not yet adjusted. Click on reassign button. Select subordinate level. Click on enter and save. Now, assignment of accounts. So for each heading on the asset side, liability side, P&L accounts, income side and expenditure side, we have to assign the accounts. Keep the cursor on share capital. Click on assign accounts. From account is 1 lakh to 1 lakh 99. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Means here, one second. Now, here, see, we have assigned the GL accounts 1 lakh to 1 lakh 99 to the heading share capital. Means the system will take the balances in all the GL accounts between these two numbers, and those balances are displayed under the heading share capital. And we have selected debit and credit, right? Means in these GL accounts, whether there is a debit balance or credit balance, the system will take those balances and will be displayed under the heading share capital. That is what exactly happens here. Then keep the cursor on reserves and surpluses. Click on SN accounts. From account is 1,101 to 1,199. Select debit, select credit. And 1,100 we have, right? So 1,100 is the retained earnings account. So that has to be assigned to surplus or loss carried to balance sheet. Click on enter. And see the middle what written there. So similarly assign all accounts for groups. Underline this. Underline these two words. For groups means we have to assign the GL accounts only for account groups. So do you have any account group with the profit and loss appropriation account? No. So don't assign any GL accounts there. Then we have the account group with the name accumulated depreciation. So assign the accounts. Keep the cursor on accumulated depreciation. Click on SN accounts. From account is 1,200 to 1,299. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on secured loans. Click on SN accounts. From account is 1,300 to 1,399. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on unsecured loans. Click on SN accounts. From account is 1,400 to 1,499. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on current liabilities and provisions. Click on SN accounts. From account is 1,500 to 1,599. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Now, we don't have any account group with the name assets, right? So don't assign any GL accounts there. But we have the account group with the name fixed assets, right? So we have to assign the GL accounts. Keep the cursor on fixed assets. Click on SN accounts. From account is 2 lakhs to 2 lakh 99. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on current assets. Click on SN accounts. From account is 2 lakh 100 to account 2 lakh 199. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. So we don't have any account group with the name miscellaneous expenses not yet adjusted. So don't assign any GL accounts there. Now we don't have any account group with the name incomes, right? So don't assign any GL accounts there. Then we have the account group with the name sales, right? So keep the cursor on sales. Click on SN accounts. From account is 3 lakhs to 3 lakh 99. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on other incomes. Click on SN accounts. From account is 3 lakh 100 to 3 lakh 199. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on increase or decrease of stocks. Click on SN accounts. From account is 3 lakh 200 to 3 lakh 299. Select debit, select credit. Select credit. Click on enter. And we don't have any account group with the name expenditure, right? So don't assign any GL accounts there. But we have the account groups with these names. So we have to assign the GL accounts for all these account groups. Keep the cursor on raw material consumption. Click on SN accounts. From account is 4 lakhs to account is 4 lakh 99. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on personal cost. Click on SN accounts. From account is 4 lakh 100 to 4 lakh 199. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on manufacturing cost. Click on SN accounts. From account is 4 lakh 200 to 4 lakh 299. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on administration cost. Click on SN accounts. From account is 4 lakh 300 to 4 lakh 399. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Keep the cursor on interest. Click on SN accounts. From account is 4,400,000 to 4,499,000. Select debit, select credit, click on enter. And if necessary, as I said, you can keep your basic settings material with you. Keep the cursor on depreciation, click on SN accounts. From account is 4,500,000 to 4,599,000. Select debit, select credit, click on enter. Click on save. Now, here, to check whether all the accounts have been assigned, select the check button, select non-assigned accounts and click on enter. In our class, we have created just 40-50 GL accounts, but in the real time, the client may have hundreds of ledger accounts. So during the process of assigning these accounts into financial statement version, the consultant might have forgotten to assign some of the GL accounts. In that case, your financial statements will not be correct. That's why we have one check. So I want to check whether we have assigned all the GL accounts or not. In that case, this is called check button. Click on this check button, right? Then you deselect incorrectly assigned accounts and accounts assigned to one side only. I want to check non-assigned accounts. Click on enter. See, the following accounts from the chart of accounts 3366 have not been allocated in the financial statement version. So I have forgotten to assign this 1,100,000, right? Now we have to assign this. By mistake I have done that. Anyhow, it has shown. Keep the cursor on surplus or loss carried to balance sheet. Click on SN accounts. From account is 1,100,000 to 1,199,000. Select debit, select credit. Click on enter. Not 1,199,000, 1,100,000 only. Retained earnings account. Click on enter and save. Now again you can select this check button. See, all accounts from chart of accounts 3366 have been allocated in the financial statement version. So from now onwards, we are going to perform one activity. So what is the impact of that activity or what is the impact of that step? I will explain you in the financial statements. And see the material. Double click on liabilities. Start of the group is liabilities. End of the group is total liabilities. Here, I am going to provide the headings. See, on the liability side, on the top of the liability side, I want to have the heading liabilities. Then on the liability side, share capital this much, sundry debtors this much, sundry creditors this much, current liabilities this much, reserves and surpluses this much. Like that, the system will display all the balances. Then the system will total all these balances, and against the total, I want to have the heading total liabilities. That is the impact of this. These headings are provided. Click on enter. Then keep the double click on share capital. Start of the group is application of funds. So above the share capital, the system will display one more heading, sources of funds. The liabilities are always sources of funds. Then end of the group is share capital. Click on enter. Double click on reserves and surpluses. End of the group is reserves and surpluses. Click on enter. See, similarly do the same thing for all the account groups on the liability side. Here you have to rectify two words. It's not account groups. It's not account groups. All other items. All other items on the liability side. So double click on profit loss appropriation account. End of the group is net profit for the year. Click on enter. Double click on accumulated depreciation. End of the group is accumulated depreciation. Click on enter. Double click on secured loans. End of the group is secured loans. Double click on unsecured loans. End of the group is unsecured loans. Double click on current liabilities and provisions. End of the group is current liabilities and provisions. Click on enter. Now, just 1 second, just 1 minute. Yes, I am back. Now, double click on assets. Start of the group is assets. So on the top of the asset side, the system will display one heading, assets. End of the group, total assets. So the system will total all the current assets and fixed assets. Against the total, the system will display total assets. Click on enter. Double click on fixed assets. Start of the group is application of funds. Assets are always application of funds. End of the group is fixed assets. Click on enter and see the material again. Double click on current assets. End of the group is current assets. Click on enter and see the material again, please. Similarly, do the same thing for all account groups on the asset side. Again, you strike off account groups. You make it as other items. Double click on miscellaneous expenses not yet adjusted. End of the group is net loss for the year. Click on enter. Double click on incomes. Start of the group is incomes. End of the group is total incomes. Click on enter. Double click on sales. End of the group is sales. Now see the material again. Similarly, do the same thing for all account groups. Again, you strike off account groups, all other items. Double click on other incomes. End of the group is other incomes. Double click on increase or decrease of stocks. End of the group is increase or decrease of stocks. Click on enter. Double click on expenditure. Start of the group is expenditure. End of the group is total expenditure. Click on enter. Double click on raw material consumption. End of the group is raw material consumption. And see the material again. Similarly, do the same thing for all account groups is there, right? You make it as all other items in the place of account groups. Double click on personal cost. End of the group is personal cost. Double click on manufacturing cost. End of the group is manufacturing cost. Double click on administration cost. End of the group is administration cost. Double click on interest. End of the group is interest. Double click on depreciation. End of the group is depreciation. Click on enter. Now, double click on surplus or loss carried to balance sheet. Go to the top of the page. Go to the top of the screen. Double click on surplus or loss carried to balance sheet. End of the group is surplus or loss carried to balance sheet. Now, double click on no text exists against net result is equal to P plus L is equal result. Means if you want to display the financial result in only one line, then you have to do this step. Otherwise, not necessary. So I want to display what are the financial result in only one line. In that case, I am doing this. Double click on no text exists against P plus L is equal result. Item is equal to surplus or loss carried to balance sheet. End of the group also surplus or loss carried to balance sheet. Select display total. Display total is selected defaultly. Click on enter and save. This is how we define the format of P&L account and balance sheet. Now the user executes one transaction code on any day, then the system will display the P&L account and balance sheet. See, to view the balance sheet and profit and loss account, S underscore ALR underscore 870122284. S underscore ALR underscore 870. What is that? 12284. 870 12284. Chart of accounts is equal to 3366. I think chart of accounts is not there. Please write down. Chart of accounts is equal to 3366. Company code 3366. Financial statement version 3366. Reporting year. So fiscal year has changed, So reporting year is equal to 2017. So I want to draw the financial statements for the 2017. Reporting period 1 to 16, including the adjustments made in the special periods. Then comparison year 2016. 2016. So the current year financial statements are to be compared with the previous year financial statements, right? Comparison periods are 1 to 16. Then go to special evaluations tab. Balance sheet type 1. Balance sheet type 1 means standard financial statements. Suppose if you want to draw the funds flow statement, you have to select funds flow. Suppose if you want to draw the balance sheet accounts like type 1 plus P&L account type means if you want to display operating profit and loss account, non-operating profit and loss account, and profit and loss appropriation account and balance sheet. In that case, you have to select 3. Then if you are preparing opening balance sheet, then we have to enter 4. Generally, for the purpose of financial statements, always we use 1. Then go to Output Control tab. Company code summarization 1 means balance sheet per company code. Then business area summarization 1 means balance sheet per business area. All these things are there in the material. Then in your material, summary report 3 is there, right? It's not 3. You make it, you strike it off. Comparison type 1. So you have the 2 types of comparisons. So comparison type 1 means percentage comparison. Do one thing, comparison type 1 within brackets percentage comparison. Within brackets, it is there, I think. Percentage increase means, I told you, no, every year the current year financial statements have to be compared with the previous year financial statements. Now, current year is 2017 and previous year is 2016. So in the 2017, your raw material consumption is 12 lakhs. Okay. Then the 2016 raw material consumption is 10 lakhs. What is the increase? 2 lakhs, right? So what is the percentage of this 2 lakhs over the comparison figure 10 lakhs? Are you getting my point? What is the percentage of this increase 2 lakhs over the previous year figure 10 lakhs? 20%. So the system will display 20%. Suppose if you have 2 means, suppose this year 12 lakhs is the raw material consumption, last year 10 lakhs. Then what is the percentage of 12 lakhs of 10 lakhs? 120%. That is the difference. So generally we use always 1. Then scaling. How do you want to scale your figures? Means here 5 by 1 means 100,000. 100,000 means in terms of Indian figures, right? It is rupees in lakhs. It is called 100,000, 100,000s in US. Suppose if you want to display figures in millions, you enter 6 by 0. Right? If you want to display figures in crores, 7 by 0. The logic is in 100,000, that is 1 lakh. How many zeros are there? 5. In million, 10 lakhs. How many zeros are there? 6. In 1 crore, how many zeros are there? 7. So whether you want to display figures in lakhs, millions or crores, that is entered here. After slash, again you have 1 0. What is that? How many decimals you want to display? So here, oh my God. 1 second. By mistake. By mistake, I closed the screen. So, if I enter 5 by 2 means rupees in 100,000, sorry, dollars in 100,000 or rupees in lakhs. And after decimal, I want to have 2 places. Then go to further evaluations tab. Here SAP has defined 3 standard formats. I am going to show you all the 3 standard formats. First is let us select a classical list. Select a classical list, click on execute. So your profit is 4.97. At the end of the financial statement version, you have done one step. No, double click on no text exists against P plus L is equal result. I told you, no, if you want to display the result at one time, I mean in single line, if you want to display your result in single line, you have to do this step, right? We have done that step. So this is the effect. Now here You have double clicked on liabilities. Start of the group you have given liabilities, right? So liabilities heading is there. You have double clicked on liabilities. End of the group you have given total liabilities, right? So this is the total liabilities. That is the impact of that step. So your total liabilities are 23.21 lakhs, out of which share capital 10 lakhs, net profit for the year 4.97, accumulated depreciation 0.24, 24,000. 0.24 lakhs means 24,000. So accumulated depreciation of plant and machinery, it is only 24,000. So this is your total liabilities. Then total assets. Total assets 23.21. See, out of which fixed assets are 2 lakhs. Current assets are 21.21. Out of which, what is the bifurcation? Cash 30.70. It has gone into minus, overdrawn. HSBC Bank also overdrawn. Petty cash account, this much. Inventory of raw material account, this much. Sundry debtors, this much. Advances to vendors, this much. So here you have double clicked on assets, right? Start of the group you have given assets. End of the group you have given total assets. See, then for every heading you double click on the heading and the end of the group you have given. For example, you have double clicked on current assets. End of the group you have given current assets. So the system is displaying all the individual current assets. Then against the total, it is displaying the current assets. Suppose my requirement is I want to have this current assets heading here. Under the current assets heading, I want to have this bifurcation. In that case, double click on current assets, then start of the group. That is the logic. Now, your total incomes is 6.25. These are the details. Then total expenditure is 1.28 and we have seen the profit 4.97. This is one format defined in the system. Then click on back arrow. Select ALV grid control. So in this ALV grid control, the system will display the values along with the decimals without any rounding offs. Ignore the messages. See, your profit is exactly this much, 4,97,438.00. So every figure is displayed in the form of along with the decimal values. Click on back arrow. Let us see the third, this one, ALV tree control. Click on execute. It will look like this. Originally, it will look like this. Your profit is this much. Your liabilities is this much. Your assets is this much. Incomes is this much and expenditure is this much. So what is the bifurcation of assets? Click on this. Fixed assets is 21.21. Current assets is 6.21. Following. Then what is the bifurcation of current assets? Cash, this much. HSBC Bank, this much. Petty cash, this much. Inventory of raw material, this much. Sundry debtors, 7,15,000. Advance to vendors, 20,000. So this is another format of P&L account and balance sheet. So if you want to have another format, we cannot do it as a functional consultant. We have to help. We have to take the help from the above consultants. Then we can draw any format you want. So this is the financial statement version. So tomorrow we start controlling, and today along with the recording, I will send you the material for controlling. Akila, you have any questions? Anil? We will discuss modules tomorrow. We will discuss. Khalid, it's only 2 minutes topic. See, see, petty cash, right? I have I told you know some of the topics I'm going to send you. Okay, so as a part of it, I have recorded petty cash topic in our company code. That's the reason why it is showing the petty cash. Actually, we did not create the petty cash account in our this thing. Okay, Akila, I'm going to send you the recording for that. Petty cash, noted items, and also one-time customers, one-time vendors, like this, like this. The topics, some of the topics, right? Because in order to cover those topics, it takes a lot of time. It takes 6 months, 7 months also. That's why what I have decided is I am recording whenever I have the time. I am recording those topics, right? I am sending it to them. These are just like your bonus. Madhusudan, any questions? Okay. Chandrasekhar. Okay. Roni. Okay. Srinivas. 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 I think there is a problem from his side. Srinivas.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, how to upload asset transactions?
Oh, I forgotten that. It is there in the path. Financial accounting, asset accounting. I have to check for the path. So I will give you the message in the WhatsApp, okay? And for others, I will tell you in the tomorrow's class. I have to check this. Yeah, here. This one. This is the path, right? You have the two types of uploading the fixed assets. Data transfer workbench, which is used by web consultants, and define enhancement for data direct import. The transaction code is here. OA13 you can use. Otherwise, using Excel, right, you can upload the fixed assets. So in order to upload the fixed assets through Excel sheet, the path is, you can write down, if anybody wants, they can write down. To upload the asset master records, path, financial accounting, asset accounting, of course, SPRO should be there. SPRO, financial accounting, asset accounting, data transfer, asset data transfer, automatic data transfer, automatic data transfer. So in this folder, you can see all the methods of exporting your fixed assets master record.
Sir,
Tell me, Srinivas.
sir, how to upload asset transactions means we have what we have to
No.
say, sir, answer.
No, not uploading asset transactions. Please remember, asset master records. Are you getting my point? So for uploading the asset transactions, we use LSMW, Legacy System Migration Workbench. So using the Legacy System Migration Workbench, we can upload master data and also transactional data. So what is the LSMW? I will send you the material to all of you. It's not possible to show you in the class. Along with the screenshots, I will send you the material.
And just now you showed, na, sir, that is for uploading master data, sir.
Asset master records. If you want to upload the transactional data, LSMW is there. Legacy System Migration Workbench. Transaction code is also LSMW.
Sir, for both master data and transactional data, we can upload through LSMW.
Yes, but only for assets, right? We can use in a different way also. Only for assets. Okay. So this is the LSMW transaction code. Okay, Srinivas.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay then. See you tomorrow same time. Good night and good day. See, today we have to look into the reports, right? Put heading in the notes, please. Reports. Reports. All the reports are organized. All the reports are organized in the information systems folder. In the information systems folder of SAP Easy Access. In the information systems folder of SAP Easy Access. In that folder, the reports are organized. The reports are organized according to modules and submodules. According to the modules and submodules. Under the subfolder accounting. Under the subfolder accounting. Look at the screen, please. Here, this is the SAP Easy Access. Here, this is the information folder. So, information systems folder. So, in this folder, all the reports have been organized. See, in this information systems folder, you have the subfolder accounting. So, under the accounting subfolder, the reports are organized according to modules and submodules. For example, if you click on this accounting, there is financial accounting, right? Treasury, controlling, real estate management, consolidation, right? Then in the financial accounting, you have the general ledger, accounts receivable, accounts payable, fixed assets. So these are the general ledger reports are available in the general ledger subfolder. The reports of account receivable are available in the account receivable subfolder, accounts payable subfolder. Here, the execution of every report is very, very simple in SAP. For example, I want to draw trial balance. See, in the normal accounting, before preparing the financial statements, it is mandatory to prepare the trial balance. Unless the trial balance is tallied, you cannot assume the correctness of your books of accounts. So, trial balance is the list of account balances prepared to ensure the arithmetical accuracy of the postings. That is mandatory in the manual accounting. But in SAP, the preparation of trial balance is not mandatory. Because as I said, the purpose of preparing trial balance is to ensure the arithmetical accuracy of the postings. Means to ensure that for every debit, there was a corresponding equal credit, and for every credit, there is corresponding equal debit. So this is the accounting principle. So at the time of posting the transactions in SAP, if the debit is not equal to credit, or if the credit is not equal to debit, it will not allow us to post, right? In that case, It's not mandatory to prepare the trial balance, but even though it is not mandatory, still it is advisable to prepare the trial balance, because through the trial balance we can find out if there are any balances of any GL accounts or vendor accounts or customer accounts to be written off. That's why we prepare the trial balance. So here preparing trial balance is very simple, right? Just to write down the path for this trial balance, put heading preparation of trial balance. Preparation of trial balance. Path. SAP Easy Access. SAP Easy Access. Accounting. Accounting. Information systems. I'm sorry, SAP Easy Access. No, we have to start CO tomorrow. CO was not yet started. CO will be started tomorrow. See, I gave you the wrong path by mistake because I was searching in the path for something else, right? Please write down the path for trial balance. SAP Easy Access, Information Systems, Accounting, Financial Accounting, General Ledger, Information Systems, Account Balances, Korea, Trial Balance South Korea, Transaction Code S underscore ALR underscore 870 12310. 870 12310. So here these reporting transaction codes will contain 14 characters. Chart of accounts is equal to 3366. Company code is equal to 3366. Fiscal year 2017. Fiscal Open items at key date is equal to 31st December 2017. So in our training company code, we can see the reports only for 2017. Click on execute. Ignore the warning message. See, this is the trial balance format. So the total, see here, GL account number, GL account long text, beginning balance, that is opening balance, period 16 debit, period 16 credit, accumulated value debit. Accumulated value debit means total debit. Then accumulated value credit means total credit, closing balance, currency. So this is the system defined format of trial balance. But according to our normal format of trial balance, right, we don't have this beginning balance column, period 16 debit column, period 16 credit column. So we have the GL account or GL account long text and accumulated debit, accumulated credit, a closing balance and currency. So currency also indeed we don't have, right? So in that case, we can remove the columns not required from the trial balance. But we cannot add the columns. We can remove the columns from the trial balance. So my requirement is not to have beginning balance, period 16 debit, period 16 credit, right? In that case, how to remove these columns? Continue. To remove the columns, from the trial balance, click on current layout icon. Click on current layout icon within brackets, Control plus F8. Look at the screen. One second. This one. This is called current layout. So here displayed columns, column set. Select the columns not required. Select the columns not required and transfer them. Select the columns not required and transfer them from left side table to the right side table. From left side table to the right side table. Look at the screen. Here I don't require beginning balance. Select this. Click on head selected field. I don't require period 16 debit. Select this. Transfer it to right side. I don't require period 16 credit. Select this. Transfer to right side field. Click on enter. Click on enter. See, GL account number, GL account long text, accumulated value debit, accumulated value credit, closing balance, currency. So trial balance is tallied. Now, the thing is, one more thing. Here, I don't require the user Lakshman. Suppose you are going to submit this trial balance to your auditors, right? In that case, having all these columns is not correct, right? And one more thing, I want to have the heading trial balance of so and so company limited as on 31st December 2017. So that heading also I want to have, right? And I don't want all these fields, user Lakshman, program name, title, date, reporting time frame, all these fields I don't want to have. Are you getting my point? Because it's this trial balance will not look clean, right? This trial balance will not look clean. And also, we don't have the trial balance of GE Infotech Incorporation as on 31st December 2017. So all these things are not there, right? So how to add those headings and how to remove these columns, right? They are not removing these columns from the report as such is not possible. But we can export this report or we can export this trial balance to the Excel sheet. So in the Excel sheet, you can do whatever the modifications you want, right? But how to send this trial balance to Excel sheet? Continue. Actually, I cannot show you the Excel sheet here because it's not properly linked with the server. Okay. So I will show you the path where we can take it to Excel sheet, right? Continue. To take the trial balance, no, it is a system. See, that format is compatible, right? According to your needs, that format is compatible. That's why I have shown you that Korea trial balance. There isn't any logic, Anil. To send the trial balance to Excel sheet, go to menu list, export, spreadsheet. Suppose if you want to send it to a CD or a flat file, in that case you click on local file. But here I want to send it to Excel sheet, right? Go to menu list, export, spreadsheet. Select Excel. No. Select Open Office. Not like that, because in EHP 7 there was a little bit of change, it seems. Do one thing. You select from all available formats. Select from all available formats. Select Excel. Just 1 second. Let me do first. HTML format. This is the problem we are getting, right? We found a problem with some content, export to ODS. Do you want us to try recover as much as we can? If you touch the source of this workbook, click yes. So it seems that it's not properly configured, right? Excel was able to open the file by preparing or removing the unreadable content. Let us check. No. So this is the problem with the Excel. Excel was not properly connected with this SAP server, right? That is the reason why we are not able to see anything there. But it's not the case. The system will display the report in this Excel sheet, right? Then you can make your modifications. Write down. Go to menu list, export, spreadsheet. Then select from all available formats radio button. Select from all available formats radio button. Select from the drop down menu. Excel in Office 2003 XML format. Click on enter. Click on save. Click on save. So here also it's not working, right? So, but this is the way how we can export to Excel sheet. So not only trial balance, every report can be exported to trial balance in the same manner. Okay. So how to execute other reports? Just look at the screen. See, I want to display I want to display the line items of all the GL accounts. I want to display the line items of all the GL accounts. In that case, see, we have to come to the general ledger. Under the general ledger, we have to search for the reports because it's not possible to tell you the paths and it's not possible for us to remember the paths because there are nearly more than 2000 reports are there and all the reports may not be compatible for all the clients, right? See, suppose for example, I want to display the account balances of all the GL accounts. In that case, you have to come to the path like information systems, accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, information systems, account balances, general, GL account balances. See, S underscore ALR underscore 87012277. Chart of accounts 3366. GL accounts 1 to all 9s. Very simple, giving the criteria. Company code 3366. Click on execute. See, for every GL account, balance carried forward 0, balance in the previous period 0, debit in the reporting period means total debit and credit in the reporting period, accumulated balance. That's how we can display the balances of all the GL accounts on the one screen, right? And if you go to menu list, you can take the printout. Okay. Now, click on back arrow. For example, I want to see average balances. So, there are many types of average balances. And it's not possible to understand every report because SAP has configured all the reports from the requirements of almost all the countries. Suppose, for example, structured account balances. I will show you one important report. See, I want to take the printout of your journal. For a specific year, I want to take the printout of the journal, right? Means day book. Otherwise, I want to take the printout of yesterday's transactions. In that case, see, SAP Easy Access. It's very important report. Information systems, accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, information system, document. General, document journal. Just 1 second. Yes, document journal. Again, document journal. S underscore ALR underscore 87012287. See, company code 3377. Document number 1 to all 9s. Fiscal year 2017. Posting date 1/1/2017 to 31st December 2017. Means for the total year, I want to take the printout of the journal. Otherwise, I want to take the printout from 1st December 2017. Only for 1 month, I want to take the printout of the journal, right? Then click on execute. It is giving one message. See, you should select documents as of 1/1/2017. Otherwise, journal is incomplete. No issues. I want the journal only for 1 month, right? So in that case, Give 1/12/2017 to 31st December 2017. Ignore the message. You see here, one second, company code 3377. Okay. See here, date wise you can see. This is 29/12/2017. So again, you can take the printout here. Here, whatever the things you can do with this report are available in the list menu only. See, if you want to take the printout, you can click on printout. If you want to save, right, in Office or in a local file, you can go on save and send, right? So like that, you have to go through all these details, right? It's not possible to remember the paths also. Okay. So this is one of the important report. Then, and all the reports relating to account receivable are available in the account receivable submodule. That is another type of format, nothing else. SAP minimal variant is another type of format. It's a different format. So if you want to see the reports, now I want to take the list of customers. I want to take the list of customers, right? In that case, you can use F.20. Or again, if you want to take the printout of account balances of all the customers, in that case, you just go to the account balances, give your customer number 1 to all nines, company code 3366, execute. So customer account balances. See, for example, from the customer 1,03,001, you have to receive 4,75,000. Then from the customer 1,03,002, you have to receive 2,40,000. Clear, no? So like that, you can display the receivables in a list. How much amount you have to receive from each customer, that you can display in this report. Again, if you want to take the printout, go to menu list print. Similarly, open items. Customer account wise, I want to display open items, right? F.21. Customer account 1 to all nines. Very simply, everywhere you have to give only the customer number and a company code. See, these are the open items for the customer Rajini Enterprises, right? And as on today, these are the open items. It shows including normal GL and special GL, right? Just observe all these reports clearly in your practice. Then, again, if you go to reports for accounts receivable recounting, there are many other reports. I want to take the list of customers along with their addresses, right? You can execute this report. Customer list. Customer 1 to all nines. Company code 3366. Execute. So what is the customer name, his address, Here we did not maintain all these addresses. No, we maintain only customer name and numbers, name and country. That's it. So it is showing only those customer number. Rajini Enterprises, Sujana Enterprises, etc. etc. So like that, similarly, if you want to see the reports in accounts payable, here all the account payable reports are there. One second. So like that, fixed assets reports are there in the fixed assets. That's how you can browse through all these reports. Okay. So with this, our FI is over. As I said, I will be sending you the some other classes recordings which are not there in your content. Like for example, if you take accounts payable, you have the concept of noted items, and there are some other scenarios as far as advance are concerned. In our class, we have seen how to process if the advance are equal to invoice amount. But sometimes invoice amount will be more than the advance amount, and sometimes advance amount will be more than the invoice amount. In that case, how to process? What is the noted items? What are the one-time vendors? So these already have recorded. I just have to upload them. Then in accounts payable, sorry, account receivable, we have some other topic like, again, same advanced scenarios, then noted items, one-time customers, then cash journal, then cash discount paid configuration, then how to post sales returns. I did not show you the sales returns in the sales in our account receivable, and how to process bills of exchange. So these are the some of the topics, right, which you have not covered. So if I have to cover all these topics again in the class, it takes months together. So that's why what I thought was, right, I am recording these classes. Some of the recordings are over. Then I have to upload. So I have started this trend from your batch only, right? For the previous batches, I did not send all this content. Okay. So from your batch only, I have taken this decision to upload other topics also. But I will send the material like PPTs and the configuration material for those topics also. But only the thing is, you cannot download them. You can only listen to those recordings, and you can write on the material, and you can do the practice. So still 2-3 topics are pending, right? So once these 2-3 topics are also over, I will upload. So with that way, in that way, most of our 90% of F5 is completed. In our class, we have covered, along with these further recordings, we have covered 90% of F5. So you will be very much perfect if you want to apply for the jobs only for F5. You need not worry about it. Akila, you have any questions? Okay. Anil, no. You have the lifetime access. Chandrasekhar. For the videos, you have the lifetime access. Gadi. Okay. Khalid. Okay. Matsudan. Okay. Chandrasekhar. Okay. Tejasvi. I think Roni has gone offline. Roni. And today, along with the recording, I will send you the controlling material. I will check. I will try. Anil. So along with today's recording, I will send you the controlling material for tomorrow's class. Okay then. See you tomorrow same time.